This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Tuesday, the 21st of May. I'm Michael Groff. Very interesting day weather-wise across the state yesterday. We saw some snow around Flagstaff and in the high country, some hail in the North Valley, and even a TVS, a tornado vortex signature on radar in northern Arizona around midday yesterday. Today will be a little bit calmer, at least in terms of that kind of weather, although the winds will be picking up as yet another system makes its way toward the southwestern states. And the cool weather will continue for the rest of the week. How long can we expect that to last? And will we see any rain here in the valley as well? Let's talk about it. First, the almanac from yesterday. 77 degrees was the high in the valley. That's 19 degrees below our normal high for the date. 60 the morning low. Outside right now, here just after 7 a.m., believe it or not, 59 degrees at Sky Harbor. Dew points at 41. Humidity 51%. The wind from the east at 14 miles per hour, and the barometer is steady. Temperatures out there this morning, 49 at Goldfield. It's in the 50s and low 60s for most of us. The upper air, look, that trough that has brought down all the cool air is beginning to move off to the east. There's kind of a little weak flat ridge that's going to try and build in here today, but that is going to be very short-lived as yet another system begins to make its way down the west coast and pivot into our area by tomorrow. The watch warning map. We've got wind advisories out here for a good portion of the west. High wind warnings too, including much of Southern California, parts of Nevada, Arizona. We have freeze warnings in the higher elevations of the southeastern portion of our state. Red flag warnings out in the west. Tornado watches over parts of eastern Oklahoma and Arkansas. Numerous flash flood watches and warnings throughout the Plain States as well. So it's a busy map right now. Convective outlook for today, we've got the enhanced risk of severe storms from around Fort Smith and Fayetteville, Arkansas, north and eastward up towards St. Louis. The broader risk of severe storms extends from just north of Houston through central Iowa and Illinois. And the tropics. We have our first named storm of the Atlantic hurricane season. This is Andrea. Now a tropical storm with maximum sustained winds of 40 miles per hour. Not going to affect any major land masses, certainly not going to affect the United States, and it is expected to eventually just weaken over the next 48 to 72 hours or so. Here's the precipitation outlook valid through next Tuesday morning from the WPC. Rain amounts here in the valley, probably not a whole lot. We will see some heavier totals, though, across northwest Arizona, southern Nevada, southeast California. And we'll get into the details of it all now as we take a look at the models and see what the future may hold. Here we go to the GFS, the 06Z run valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Broad troughing here across the west. That area of low pressure that came through here yesterday, it's out over the plains today, but here comes another system descending through the Great Basin, and this one is very potent as well. Just as strong, if not stronger, than the system that came through here yesterday. So we're kind of between systems. Down at the surface today, mostly sunny skies and warmer, high temperatures upper 70s and low 80s. But those winds will be increasing. In fact, the guidance suggests that mid-level winds will be reaching their climatological maximum values that we typically see. So this is going to be a windy day with southwesterly winds 20 to 30 miles per hour here in the valley, sustained. Gusts could be as high as 40 miles per hour this afternoon, and that means over the open deserts, we could see winds gusting in excess of 50 miles per hour. Same thing for northern Arizona. So all of our major corridors here, the I-40, I-10, I-8, going to want to watch out for that. High-profile vehicles, be aware of it. And over the deserts, widespread blowing dust could be a problem. Even here in the valley, patchy blowing dust will be likely later this afternoon. Now, tonight we'll see increasing clouds as that system approaches us. Lows mainly in the mid-50s to about 60. And then tomorrow, here comes that next system, and it is a potent one with very cold air aloft. The one thing this system does lack, though, is sufficient moisture. Even though that's the case, we'll still see scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some of that precipitation comes in the form of snow in the high country of northern and eastern Arizona. Here in the valley, still can't rule out a shower or a storm, so we'll put a 20% chance of precipitation in for tomorrow. And, you know, you get parked under one of those showers or storms, could put down some small hail and some gusty winds. And just like yesterday, there might be a storm tomorrow that spins up a very brief little cold air funnel or spin up tornado. Not something that we're overly concerned about, but given the violent nature of the atmosphere, the turbulent nature of this system, the very cold air aloft, and the dynamics associated with this system, I couldn't rule that out conceivably for tomorrow. So that's the case. High temperatures, upper 60s and low 70s here in the valley. Yes, temperatures anywhere from 24 to 27 degrees below our climatological averages. Unbelievable. And those winds will be gusting to around 30 miles per hour at times. Now, that system starts to move on out of here on Thursday. We'll have mostly sunny skies. We'll start the day out in the upper 40s in the cold spots here in the valley, mid-50s in the mid-city, and then high temperatures get back into the upper 70s. Friday, we're back in the mid-80s or so, maybe upper 80s. Saturday, we're close to 90. Some of the guidance suggests low 90s as we're kind of, again, between systems. But baggy troughing is still going to be hanging around the western states, so that's not going to allow any ridges to build in, so temperatures are still going to be below average. Same thing for Sunday. So the Memorial Day weekend, although it will be warmer, still looks pretty glorious overall. And an isolated shower or thunderstorm is not out of the question in northern Arizona, too. Then as we get to Memorial Day itself, here comes another area of low pressure descending down the west coast. And so temperatures will cool off again. We could see highs back in the low 80s on Monday. I know, the bizarre weather continues. Let's go out to a week from today. This is Tuesday, the 28th. Now that system begins to move off to the east, and it does appear that at least some type of transitory ridging builds in behind it. Then going out 10 days, this is the end of the forecast period, Thursday the 30th. And look at that, another area of low pressure over the Pacific Northwest. At least weak, baggy troughing again sets up here over the southwestern states. So while temperatures will be warmer than we've been seeing lately, still high temperatures are expected to remain a little bit below climatological averages, likely in the low 90s or so. Speaking of temperatures, let's check those out off the GFS ensemble through the period. And yeah, we're in the 70s for a while. Temperatures warm up by the weekend. And then as we get out toward June, of course, as you would expect, the ensemble tries to bring us closer to average once again. That's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. If you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Your comments, questions, and suggestions are always encouraged as well. Thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Be safe out there and have a terrific Tuesday.